Back in the days when I was a teenager, before I had status, before I had a phone. If you couldn't rap, we say leave the mic alone. If you smoke crack, we say leave the pipe alone. Yo, these days they be high as shit. Mumbling off a pill they got prescribed when sick. Skill Mr. Generation took a dive and skip. It's a messy situation going in off rip. Pay attention to the tension. Alright, listen, I ain't into subliminal jabs and sneak dissing. The little ones be making me laugh, they keep missing. The target, I'm the hardest artist. What I'm hearing these days ain't the smartest. And they have a hard time being modest. Humble all of those who say they are the hardest. Show 'em with a shot to the dome who the God is.
It's brand new.
Yeah, it's brand new.
Just for you.
For you and you and you.
They ain't got a clue.
No, they ain't got a clue.
What we about to do.
What we about to do.
Tell them to chill. Tell them to chill. Tell them to chill. Nah, they don't get it, they confused.
Just a little bit.
He just doing it for some
That's
views.
a little sick.
Couple of clicks and they be cool. Say they want the fame until they end up on the
All
news.
my P'd up.
See, we doing this for the children.
That's right.
This is really what we call building. Buy the land, bricks and mortar, then build a building. You get it? Yeah, you rock Gucci, Louis and all that.
That's cool.
It's like ignorance is the format.
True.
You dedicated to mediums. So where in your waist you even gon' keep a gun? Let me guess, in your man bag. All them balls about guns that your man's had. Damn, it seems y'all done missed the plot. How you king of the block and you don't own a single lot. You should stop. You probably tell if you get knocked. Be pointing the finger if you get shot. I tell you what it is and I can tell you what it's not. It ain't what you type, it's what you saying on the spot.
What you saying, boy?
It's brand new.
Yeah, it's brand new. It's brand new.
Just for you.
For you and you and you.
They ain't got a clue.
No, they ain't got a clue.
What we about to do.
What we about to do.
Tell them to chill. Tell them to chill. Tell them to chill.
What up, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome to the Urban Conservative Podcast. You was just checking out Chill by Architect and Precise. That is exactly what hip-hop music is supposed to sound like, bro.
Yeah,
We got that. We got the album. To tell you to play it again.
we got the album dropping in January for those that's been asking for some new Architect. Shouts out to Precise, my partner in the group RAP, Architect and Precise, aka Rap. The album X is coming January 2023 to a streaming platform near you.
Yikes.
Ladies and gentlemen, you are tuned into the Urban Conservative. I'm Raheem Architect Soto. That is my twin brother, Abdul Ali. And this is the end of the year special, bro. We've made it. We've made it through the 2023. This is going to be kind of our look back at the year, some of the funniest things, some of the saddest things, if you will, right? Some of the groundbreaking moments for us, and just a general look back at the year. But first and foremost, hit the like, hit the follow, hit the share, get in the comment section. Let us know where you're watching from. Of course, shouts out to our broadcast partners, Millennium TV 24. Shouts out to Stu. Shouts out to Noah and everybody over at Millennium TV. You can catch us on Roku, Amazon, Apple TV, Samsung Smart TV, and everywhere you listen to podcasts. Simply just look for the Urban Conservative. It's that simple.
That's all you got to do.
Bro. Yeah, that's it. That's
all you got to do. And also jump in the comments. Let us know where you're watching from and what your highlight of 2022 is. We'll give you a shout out. We'll keep you plugged in and all that good stuff. And if you haven't done so already, it's never too late to jump over to tuconservative.com. Get yourself a membership, support the platform. We got to give a big up to all of our sponsors and underwriters. A big up to Dr. Kristen Baker, Senator Paul Newton, and everybody else for supporting what we do here at the Urban Conservative. And look, guys, 2022 has been an amazing year for us here at the Urban Conservative. Again, jump in the comments. Let us know what your favorite moment of 2022 was in your world, and we'll give you a shout out and all that good stuff. I have to tell you before we get knee deep into it, bro, one of the favorite things that's it's in the top 5 to 7 things for the year for me was starting the morning show, bro. Like starting that morning show has been a real opportunity for us to grow the platform. So shouts out to everybody that checks in with us every morning at 8 a.m. for Top of the Morning with me, Abdul Ali. I had to get that shameless plug in there, bro. So let's start out. So we were looking through the Instagram.
We were.
And
I got it pulled up here.
Okay. So one of the things that I saw that we covered at the very beginning of the year was this increase in the unemployment gap
for minorities, for black folks,
well,
for everyone, but it was highlighted at the beginning of the year that this increase was happening in the black, quote unquote, air figure quote, black community. But that was a very troubling way to start the year, with the amount of confidence that black folks had put into Joe Biden by virtue of their votes, right? You guys put a lot of confidence into that group there, the Harris Biden troop. Y'all put a lot of energy into that. There's a lot of
I'm not seeing a lot of Chucks and or pearls lately. Lack of Chuck and pearls is what I just don't see a lot of that floating around.
Yeah.
But it was interesting to see how that gap at one point was almost gone. And then it returned when Biden and Harris got in there. And that was at the beginning of the year. So that was an interesting start out. I'll tell you, one of the favorite moments for me was heading out to New Hanover County, participating with the New Hanover County Republican Party in their Martin Luther King Jr. parade, supporting the local community. And I had heard so many times, bro, that was the first time that they had Republicans marching in the Martin Luther King Jr. parade and then going to meet Orlando Brown, the brother from Drumline and the actor, participating in that Martin Luther King Jr. dinner. So that was a really great start to the year, getting an opportunity to help expand the reach of the Republican Party into communities they normally don't engage or get involved with. So big up to everybody in New Hanover. Shouts out to my homeboy Chairman Will Connect out there, and just big up to everybody that's out in New Hanover, our Frederick Douglass Foundation liaison, Harry Anderson and his whole team, his family, and Melanie and all the folks out there. So big up starting out the year, participating with the Martin Luther King Jr. parade. And we did it with the Cabarrus GOP too. A lot more of that coming in 2023. That is our mission here, is to expand conservatism, to give these urban communities, these minority communities, a look at the GOP and a look at conservatism that they've not had before. So that was a dope start for me, bro.
Yeah, I would say so. And as I'm scrolling through the Instagram right now, and I think it foreshadowed something when those numbers were released that this unemployment was up. It started a reverse in the trend of the gains being made by the previous administration, and it begs you to ask, well, are you guys just that inept, or is this on purpose? And I think part of coming into 2022 was that people were really starting to figure that out. Like, hey, is this purposeful? Or you guys are just really incompetent. I think that Pandora's box was open at the beginning of the year.
Right. And I think, and look, y'all get in the comments and let us know. I think it's about a 60-40 split. 60% incompetence, 40% on purpose.
Well, you have to do it on purpose. I mean, what other? I mean, not to go. Well, we can't even use the word conspiracy theory anymore, because everybody that's been proven correct, that's been a conspiracy quote unquote theorist. They've been damn near spot. Hey, they batting like 99.9% right now. Like,
I remember at the beginning of the year, one of the shows we were on, right? And what's his name came up? George Soros came up, and it was like, oh, all the Republicans think George Soros is controlling things, and and we got beat up for that. But I remember distinctly going to George Soros's website, like, bro, he's got a website. Like, he said, we provide funding for international, blah blah blah, whatever it said. And I'm sitting there going, how can we be making this up when the man has a www.evilcontrollingempire.com? Like, that's it. Might as well have been what the website said.
Whoa.
www.controllingempire.com. Yo, doesn't George Soros kind of look like Emperor Palpatine though, a little bit? He got, he's kind of Palpatine-ish, like, to me.
Yeah, I can see that. Yeah,
am I off on that, or
no? And if we would have said that earlier, we would have loaded that up just to have the comparison.
Yeah, but I mean,
listen, talking about earlier in the year, I had an opportunity around February to speak at one of the Patriots groups Black History Month events, and that was a highlight for me this year because I got to table some thought ideas that kind of shook the room a little bit.
Okay.
But I also got to put our ideas in front of some wonderful people here in Suffolk County, like our legislator Manny Esteban and Dominic Thorne and a bunch of other leadership in the county that not to say they didn't know that they were Black conservatives, because that wouldn't be, that's
not fair.
Right. But they didn't, until I made that speech that day. It was like, oh, there are people who are really on top of policy. Oh, this is so I think that, to me, that sticks out because that was a room full of people that were genuinely intent on moving the party forward, getting, being interested in expanding into non-traditional, communities that the promotions, the messaging doesn't normally go to. So shouts out to Jack and everybody over there. We had a wonderful event in February, and nice. I just, that stuck out to me because, like I said, I got to table some really good ideas in a room full of folks that might not have heard things put that way,
right,
which is our thing. Like, we like to put things in a way you might not have heard them before, maybe a little more palatable, digestible, if you will.
Right.
So that was one thing for me that that what do you call it? Black History Month event really stood out to me at the beginning of the year.
So since you're mentioning Black History Month, I've got to tell you, as we move along here, a humongous highlight for me was, and shouts out to everybody involved at the Mecklenburg Black Republican Club. Big up to their president, Kim Marshall, and their vice chair, Victoria and Vivian, and everybody involved with the North Carolina Black Conservative Voices Coalition, the NCGOP. When you talk about Black History Month, folks, it was one of and so far, this is a lifetime highlight for me, was that Black History Month event, the Juneteenth event. I'm sorry, it wasn't Black History Month, it was Juneteenth. But to have Dr. Ben Carson, Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson, Clarence Henderson, Congressman Dan Bishop, now Senator Ted Budd, and so many other good people, Paris Denard, who was at the time the RNC spokesperson, just to have so many people participating in that Juneteenth event, and to have such a clear-cut vision come to existence, that you had three different generations there, bro. You had the Dr. Ben generation, you had the Clarence Henderson generation, and you have what I'll consider the new generation, the Mark Robinson generation of air finger quote Black conservatives. It was just an eye-opener. It was a real motivational boost for me, just to see that it's what you envision in this country through hard work, through dedication, is possible. It's absolutely possible. Ben Carson started his growing up similar to ours, growing up in the projects and single mom and blah, blah, blah. But to see the stature, he changes a room when he walks in, and he's a quiet dude.
Right, very quiet dude, yeah.
So big up to Dr. Ben Carson. Shouts out to Lieutenant Governor Mark Robinson. And I got to tell you, bro, I just got this. It was a little late because they sent it to a non-existent address. They messed up my address, but shout out to Kashana Polite, our official partnership with the Lieutenant Governor's office. So shouts out to Kashana, if you're watching, sis. I finally got it in the mail, but it has been an honor to work with Mark Robinson and his team, and Kashana and everybody there at the Lieutenant Governor's office. They're doing an amazing job. Right now, I just saw an email the other day Like nobody even gets close to Mark Robinson in a Republican primary for governor in 2024, which is a good thing. But we do have a challenge, folks. And I know this is our year-end special, but if you're watching from North Carolina, there's something you need to understand. And that is the fact that North Carolina has never elected a Republican lieutenant governor to the governor's seat. We have an opportunity to make history with Mark Robinson. It's never happened before, and it's not going to happen by simply Facebook posting and tweeting and all of that. We're going to have to make a lot of phone calls. We're going to have to talk to a lot of neighbors. We're going to have to get out there and do all the work that's required to get Brother Mark Robinson elected as governor. Now, with that said, one thing I'm going to segue into this. Do you want to take a commercial break? We want to take a quick break and come right back?
No,
or what you want to do?
Keep going. We got time for a commercial break. We'll come back. We'll do commercial in a minute. Go.
All right. So one of the important things about this year was the sheer number of times we've had an opportunity to work with the lieutenant governor, to work with Ted Budd, to help him in his campaign and so many other candidates. That has been an amazing highlight for us in 2022. Even working with Congressman Nick LaLota and Manny Esteban and all those people up there. It's been a great opportunity for us to spend time with these people, to work towards getting them elected, and to go into different communities and say things in a way that people can understand. Because a lot of times, bro, these politicians, they go out there and they're like forthwith and withholding said evidence to the contrary of the policy that bruh. Do you want the government in your business or not, sir?
Yeah, this is a very simple,
very simple stuff.
Very simple question.
But I am very honored, and it's just been amazing.
I'm pulling up some of the pictures and stuff now. Carry on.
Okay, dope. But it's been real good opportunity for us to not only learn how campaigns work, to participate in campaigns from a social side. Folks like Melissa Swarbrook and Paul Schumacher and so many others that got out there, busted their hump, and did what it took to try to get elected. We appreciate each and every one of those opportunities. And bro, there's so much more. We've got an opportunity to use 2023 to prep for 2024. I mean, we got these off-year municipal elections and things like that are going to happen. But folks, we've got to be ready for 2024 for the big show. We're going to talk a little bit about Donald Trump. 2022 would not be complete without us doing a little chop up about Donald Trump and some of our Trumpian experiences. But we'll talk about that here on the other side of a commercial break. Let's go ahead and take a quick one, bro. We'll be right back here on the Urban Conservatives end of year special right here. Be right back. Don't go nowhere.
Millennium TV, bridging communities worldwide. We broadcast diverse international content from Europe, Asia, Africa, and now right here in the USA. Watch us via Roku on your smart TV. Submit your own content to 1530entertainmentllc@gmail.com. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.
All right, folks, welcome back to the Urban Conservative Podcast. You are checking out a special live edition of the podcast as we review our 2022. Again, shouts out to each and every person that took the time this year to watch the content, follow us, subscribe. Thank you to everyone that sent us a Cash App at $TU Conservative or went online to join the platform. That Hamilton plan is only $10. It'll help us keep doing what we do to spread the conservative message around the country. And folks, it has been an amazing 2022 so far. I see that we have a real opportunity in front of us to keep it going, to grow. This is the third election cycle in a row, at least here in North Carolina, and I know up there in New York, that minority communities, urban communities, were making inroads into some of these major cities. So, we want to continue to do that. Please join us over at tuconservative.com to find out how you can help us keep that mission going. So as we talk about our year in review, right, I mentioned Trump. All right.
Okay.
Is there any Trumpian stuff? You want to mention some Trumpianism?
Well, here's what I'll mention about Trump. And
Okay.
I was asked earlier by a gentleman on our timeline, what do I think about this whole Trump, his tweet and his the statement he made and the tax returns. And this is what I'm going to say about this Donald Trump thing. I've never seen someone in modern political history abused the way this family has. I have not seen a person endure as much out of this world, clearly defamatory, clearly contrived, nonsensical, disgusting. I can't even sum up some of the adjectives I want to use to describe how despicable the media, the left-wing media, and the mainstream media in general has been towards him and his family. The left has this bloodlust for Donald Trump, and it continued in 2022, unfortunately. But there's a silver lining to that, which is the big nothing burger, the big zilch, the big zero, that is the release of his tax returns, right? Now, the reason he didn't want the tax returns released is because if they can do that to him, they can do it to you. Ooh. And that's the point. So this year, unfortunately, it was the year of the Trump bash, and I don't think they were very successful at it, to be totally
well. Look, one thing I'm gonna say is big highlight for us. And look, I'm saying this as humbly as I possibly can, bro. But having the opportunity to go to that Trump rally, to bring you to your first Trump rally, was awesome indeed. And there goes Dr. Ben Carson. We were just talking about at that event. But going backstage at the Trump rally, big shouts out to the homegirl Lynn Patton for all the love. Thank you so much. We really appreciate the follow. We gave you a follow back. But it was a real opportunity for us to see some exciting stuff going to that Trump rally in Wilmington when you were down. And look, I think we've got an opportunity in front of us. We're going to see how this goes. You know, they're pitting Republicans against each other in the mainstream media, but I don't think we're going to fall for it. What you got going on there?
I think this meme we posted kind of sums things up. This meme that was posted, this is what Republicans were looking like in 2022, and this is what Democrats were doing in 2022. Right?
Yo, wait a minute.
This is almost metaphorical. This is all of what the left.
I forgot about that one, bro. I forgot about that one. Twerk for equity. What's twerk for equity? Yo, okay. So let me ask you a question, bro. While we're on this thing, right? Do you consider a twerk workout class as an official workout? Because you're in the MMA. I've been getting into the boxing and the MMA more.
I'll consider the twerking a workout. I'll consider that a workout, sure.
Okay, so that's an official. You would consider that an official workout?
I mean, how don't you? Right, in the private.
Because I mean, all you're doing is wiggling your ass cheeks. I mean, that's all you're doing.
You're right.
Here's what my thought is, and I'm gonna get in trouble for saying this, bro. Here's what my thought is, right? I think those twerk workouts are for people who had stripper tendencies, but they're like beyond that age now. Like they can't do it anymore. Like, I think you always wanted to be like a stripper, but you just couldn't do it. Like your mom and them wasn't listening, or like you ended up having kids.
No. I think that's unfair. I'm gonna say it's cardio. It's cardio. It keeps the hips loose, right? The hamstrings loose, right?
But why is it, right? Whenever I'm around a bunch of our folks, the first dance that goes into motion, when you see females pop the shirt up, like they do the shirt pop. Yo, why, son? Like, why? Why is that? Can somebody please explain to me why the first thing we got to do when music comes on is, oh, my booty. I got to shake my booty in the air. Look at my booty. Look at me looking at my booty. Like, I feel like that's what TikTok has become. Like, it's like, this, I got a booty.
All right. So here's my pet peeve with that, though. My real pet peeve with that is I don't understand it. I just don't understand it. It's like, ooh, here's a beat. Pelvic gyrations now. And activate the pelvis gyration.
Yo, did you see the video of the restaurant owner that shut it down? They were about to start twerking in his restaurant. He was like, nope, not doing that. Y'all got to go. We not doing that.
All right, we gotta take a quick flashback to the year's introducing the year's best horror film. You ready for this?
All right, let's go.
What you got? Oh no, not that. This is it. Here you go. This is what you're gonna get right here. Oh, hold on, I messed it up. Yeah.
You've referred to people with a capacity for pregnancy. Would that be women?
Many women, cis women, have the capacity for pregnancy. Many cis women do not have the capacity for pregnancy. There are also trans men who are capable of pregnancy, as well as non-binary people who are capable of pregnancy.
So this isn't really a women's rights issue.
We can recognize that this impacts women while also recognizing that it impacts other groups. Those things are not mutually exclusive, Senator Hawley.
Oh, so your view is that the core of this right then is about what?
So I want to recognize that your line of questioning is transphobic, and it opens up trans people to violence.
I'm
It's
denying that
dangerous.
trans people exist by
Are
asking
you?
you if you're
Are
talking
you?
about women
Are you?
having pregnancies.
Do you believe that men can get pregnant?
No, I don't think women can
So
get
you are
pregnant.
denying that trans people exist?
And that leads to violence? Is this how you run your classroom? Are students allowed to question you? Or are
Absolutely.
they also treated like this, where
No,
they're
they're
told
allowed
that
to
they're
question.
opening up people to
Oh,
violence?
we have a good
by
time in my
questioning?
class. You should join.
Oh, I bet.
You might learn a lot.
Wow, I would learn a lot. I've learned a lot
I
just in this
know,
exchange.
absolutely.
Extraordinary.
Wow, son,
That happened.
is
That really happened.
that happened this year. I forgot about that. That is whoa. Yo, what's that Karine Jean-Pierre thing you got? Because that's early on. Oh, we recognize that super early. What month was that? we recognize her terribleness
Back in
early.
July, we were like, "You are the worst White House press secretary of the TV era."
Not of the TV era. Oh my God. Okay.
I claim that she is the worst of the entire television era.
Oh, shouts out to Joe Pinion. I see you have the Joe Pinion picture up there.
Shout out to Joe Pinion.
All right, yo, and I'm telling you right now, my vote for debate whooping of the year goes to Joe Pinion. He whooped Schumer in that debate.
Yeah, with 2 H's and 2 O's and 2 P's.
You got to put the H in that. He whooped him. He whooped him. I mean, sucks that we didn't get the W there, but what I'm saying is Joe definitely has the debate performance of the year as far as I'm concerned on that one. That is definitely oh my gosh.
This
Did you see
this
that?
year? This happened this year?
I don't see pull-up blocks. Now you just had a wreck.
You know, but the cops is out here just killing black people.
Get out the car!
Allegedly.
Get out!
They could have just
Get out!
just killed that
Tires are flat.
Yeah, but what is the guy in the blue shirt doing? And all, with all due respect,
I have no idea, bro. Why?
Blue shirt dude, with all due respect, if you
Come on.
ever could get on this platform, we'd love to know what you think you were going to do with a 2.5 ton vehicle with your hand. I just want to know what you thought you were going to do. Respectfully, sir. I don't know why you did the whole. You seen it, Ali?
Yeah, I don't know. Like that.
Why are you in?
Down.
Like,
Tires are
watch
flat.
this. Watch this. Like, what is that?
Yeah, why don't you immediately get out of the way, bro?
Way. Like, yeah. But
Just
anyway,
move.
that happened in
Yeah.
2022.
Oh, the fake handcuffing. Remember the fake handcuffing?
Let's revisit.
I forgot you put fake in the funk on there. Shouts out to Large Professor. Shouts out to Large Professor. Memphis faith leader fatally shot outside her home during carjacking. And she's somebody that was in there trying to pour into the community. That was a shame. Total daggone shame.
So much.
I guess
so
black
much-
lives really don't matter that much, huh? What was that? Congressman with no driver's license arrested after assaulting officer.
Your license is suspended.
How? Wait, that's a congressman?
No, it says woman
No. License.
I thought it said congresswoman. A woman?
Suspended.
with no driver's license and no insurance arrested after assaulting an officer.
What's the problem?
Oh, it's almost over.
She don't want to talk to me. She wants to be on the phone, so I'm not gonna stand where she's on the phone.
Oh, and they told her whip too.
Oh, everything's racist. Yeah, that's all it is. It's only
Oh, that she went with the racism, bro.
No, you shut up. No, I'm not going to. Get away from the car. Get away from the car.
Do something. Listen, I don't think y'all realize how often these exchanges go just like this. I pull you over, you have no license, no registration, no insurance on the vehicle, no license and no insurance. And now you're telling me that this is happening to you because I'm racist, which is just, you don't understand. Like,
No, I'm not going to. Get away from the car. Get away from the car. Get away from the car.
Where does she's gonna assault the officer?
I didn't do anything. See, my head is in the grass. This is so racist. I
Racist. Oh, yeah.
yeah, she punched me.
She swung at him?
Yeah, there's a whole video for that.
Yeah, well, that happened this year. That happens, like my brother said, that happens far more frequently than people would like to recognize. I gotta give some, in some of these circumstances, you gotta give the cops basically a kudos for being as patient as they can possibly be.
So a year before this happened.
Get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
Yeah.
You're okay. You're not gonna get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
Yeah.
You're okay. You're not gonna get COVID if you have these vaccinations.
Yeah.
You're okay.
Wow.
We'll just let that sit there.
Yeah.
Wow, bro. What a year so far. Keep rolling. Keep scrolling. Someone tried to stab Lee Zeldin this year. How's that bail reform working out for y'all in New York? Yeah. Well, that's crazy.
See that?
Yep.
Unreal.
All right. I wish Lee Zeldin would have two-pieced him.
Me and you both.
Caught a nice right.
Oh, this happened this year. This was great. What? She said, thank you in response to your husband is the worst president we've ever had. The worst president ever we've ever had in history.
And I think in 10 years from now, as the history books are being written right now, that's going to reflect that. I'm curious to see the worst president list next year, how that's going to break down, bro. Because this guy we've got in there now. What else we had this year? Let's see. Let's see.
Let's go with
Oh, wait. We got to go back. We got to talk about this real quick. Thank you to everybody that supports our GOP Looks Like Me initiative. We launched that in 2022. Thank you so much to everybody that supports that campaign. You could definitely jump over to tuconservative.com. Get yourself connected with us and support the GOP Looks Like Me. That's a great way for us to reach out to folks. So shouts out to everybody that supported that motion this year.
You have these vaccinations.
Hey folks, guess you heard this morning I tested positive for COVID.
And when people are vaccinated, they can feel safe that they are not going to get infected.
Dr. Fauci says he has COVID again.
If you've done the right thing and gotten vaccinated, you deserve the freedom to be safe from COVID-19. And this morning, I learned I tested positive for COVID-19 as well.
With 3 doses that you could prevent it not just from serious illness, but from getting this virus, this Omicron variant, and therefore giving it to others.
Victorian Premier Daniel Andrews is in quarantine for 7 days after testing positive to COVID.
So I'm fully vaccinated. It gives me some comfort.
Anthony Albanese has just tested positive for coronavirus.
Yeah, there was a lot of that this year.
A lot of that.
Listen,
lot of that.
Shouts out to this good brother right here, Paul Rodriguez, who gave a really, really good run for New York State Comptroller. Shouts out to him and his beautiful family. Happy New Year, sir. Thank you so much.
Yes, sir. Salute. Thanks for coming on board. Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. As I'm just going through these like this, Ali, and just,
I figured out how not to get investigated by the FBI, bro.
Yeah.
You just tell them you have Biden's laptop. Yeah, that's what you got to tell them. Just say, I've got a laptop.
What do we got here? What do we got?
Want me to die?
Nah, I don't think that's this.
Do you want to see Joe Biden run for a second term?
Yeah,
That's an easy question. That's not going to take long. Do you want to see Joe Biden
I don't
run?
want to answer that question because we have not. I don't want to answer that question.
Okay.
I mean, he's the president and he has the right to run for a second term. Absolutely.
has the right
But I
to
don't
run.
want. I'd rather you not do that answer.
You got like 2 minutes to be in the car.
Yeah, I know. I got to get to the.
Well, thanks very much.
The other thing.
I plead the fifth, 5 bills. I have a secret document that I think you need to say.
Nice. That is a fact. We just covered that the other day on the show. It's a huge number of Democrats are opting out of Joe Biden running for a second term.
Philippinx, folks.
Philippinx?
Philippinx. It became a thing in 2022. Philippinx. And I don't know how I feel about saying Philippinx.
It's too close to what you think it sounds like. It's way too close to that for me. What else you got?
It's really hot. Having a suit. It's like 99 degrees in DC. Who's on this phone? Who am I talking to? Why did these here? Who gave me the phone? Jill, who gave me the phone? Hey, whose dog is this? I don't even know whose dog this is. Hello, if you're listening to me on the phone, I don't know whose dog this is. You're listening to the Urban Conservative? Come on, man.
Attention, maggot. Do you enjoy the smell of... Yeah, we had a good year.
Elected. Do you plan to run for re-election?
Yes. I don't think that's going to happen.
I don't think so. Oh my God, you're stupid for that one.
Rock out. Just let that one rock out. No explanations necessary. But
we're at December 31st, and I can tell you I have not heard the word monkeypox in the news for at least 3 months now. Stop it.
Yeah, this is the year he
been attacked and assaulted before our very eyes, speared, sprayed, stomped on, brutalized. Lives were lost. And for 3
Your money
hours,
not blink at all?
defeated former President.
Yo, homeboy just went way too long without blinking to make me comfortable with his humanities. Like,
I'm backing out of that.
That's way too long. Oh my God, is that a burrito blanket? That's actually cute. That's actually cute. Oh man, that's a good part of this year. Launching the U2A team. That's dope. Yeah, shouts out. Shouts out to the whole U2A team. That's pretty dope.
Yo, this was us at the Women's National Republican Club with my guy Ari, our partner here at TUC. Shouts out to Ari. But we were up there having lunch, man, before we went and did another event. And it's always a pleasure to be up there, man, and be in that space. It's the oldest women's Republican club in the country, and it's an amazing building. But that was just, pretty awesome stuff. What else do we got?
Brittany Griner. That was
I'm skipping by that because I'm just not really interested. Yeah, we're gonna skip by all of that. We're gonna
wait. Oh my. Yo, this has been a great meme year for us.
This has been amazing. This has been an amazing meme year, just pretty much in general.
Yeah, that is. Oh,
just let that sit in. Is this the same one? Ooh, yeah. He needs to get locked up. All right, I don't know what this is, but let's go for it.
Oh no. Oh no.
My life.
Oh,
Killing me with this.
wow.
I didn't do this stuff. This is not me. I'm fighting for my life. Y'all killing me with this.
Is that about accurate though?
Put the phone down.
Yo, he saw it coming too. You saw his face. He was like, oh no. No. And
yo, wear your seatbelt, folks. Wear your seatbelt. Put the phone down, please.
Everything that happens to you is someone else's fault? Do you think the government should be taking care of your every want and need? Well, from the makers of Libtrol comes the Victor Kit. That's right, the new and improved Victor Kit includes one fully loaded EBT card, one Obama phone, 250 minutes free nights and weekends, tickets to the Waffle House Fight Club special events, and if you act now, we'll include all of our best-selling books, including How to Get Child Support from My Baby Daddy, How to Beat a Child Support Case from My Baby Mama, and our international bestseller, How to Blame the White Man for Everything. Available now at all RegenerX outlets.
Wow. What a year, folks. Shouts out to this good brother right here who ran a heck of a race.
He did.
Congress. Shouts out to LeBron Singletary and everybody over at his team. You know, really, Ali, this year, I can honestly say that we ran some great candidates up and down the ballot, and I mean, we didn't get the desired result we wanted on the general with the governorship here in New York, but we did make some headway. There's some things that we can look back at and be happy about this year that we've accomplished here in Suffolk County, here in the town of Southampton, and across Long Island, really. New York City remains the blue bastion. It remains that. But we've been making inroads, and in 2023, our goal is going to be to reach much more people inside of New York City, do much more events, be much more physically present with the messaging in places like New York City, and urban centers like Charlotte, Raleigh, etc. We have to make our presence felt in these urban environments across the country, really, and we want to continue to do that in 2023 with some of the things that we're bringing on board: the morning show, Top of the Morning, the breakdown with Ali, obviously our relationship now with Millennium TV and other distribution outlets. We're ourselves going to have our Roku channel, our own app this year, things of that nature that are coming down the pike. So, we're really excited about coming into this new year. And real quick, before we, get on the tail end of this, Ali, we should have kind of did this at the beginning, but first and foremost, we really more than anything have to thank our families.
Correct.
We have to thank our families, because without our families, we wouldn't be able to continue to do this. We probably would lack a lot of motivation to do this without our families, because some people don't really get to see the internal struggles of operating a media company, of operating as entrepreneurs, and operating as conservatives in a climate that your political views are on Front Street. It kind of limits your employment opportunities.
I will tell you something, bro, and this is something folks at home don't see this, but you have to understand how difficult it is sometimes when you have a vision, you have a purpose, you have a mission, and it's difficult. It's not easy. This just $1 million falling in your lap, it doesn't work that way. It takes a lot of hard work. It takes a lot of miles on the car. I can tell you right now, I started out this year with, I think, about 68,000 miles on the Chevy Sonic, and I'm somewhere at 43,000 right now, bro. Like the van, I got the van with 82,000. We're over 150,000 miles on the van. It's not easy, bro. It takes a lot of time, a lot of energy, a lot of effort, especially when you're growing a business. I see all of these stupid leftist memes talking about business owners are shutting down, and now it's just finally you getting rich off the work of us. And people don't realize, to start a business like what we've done is taking a lot of sweat equity. It's taking a lot of our own personal finances to get things going, but that's what we're here for. So if you're an entrepreneur, you're starting a business, and especially if you're somebody who's conservative, just remember the rewards are worth it on the back end. You know, those phone calls we get from people that said, you know what, I'd never heard that before. I'd never thought that way before. You guys have helped me see things differently. That is what matters to us. And then knowing that we're building something that we can pass on to our kids, that we can continue growing, because the urban conservative ain't going nowhere. As long as there's urban centers, we're going to be here. So much appreciated on that front. Wow, what else we got on the tail end, man?
Well, look, we're not going to drag this out, because the reality of it is coming into 2023. This is the mission must continue. We are always going to be looking to cross work with, cross promote, cross partnership with other conservatives that are in the media space. We want to continue to make sure that we support real solid candidates. We want to make sure that we support our local GOPs, our local volunteers, our committees, all of the things that we're a part of that may not seem directly connected to the show, because a lot of the show is giving our opinions on things, but it's really going to be imperative that we share this messaging coming into 2023. Like my brother said, this is the setup for that 2024 run, where we can really start to reverse, because right now we're in mitigation mode. With having the control that we have politically as Republicans, we're in mitigation mode. We're not in reversal mode yet. And we need to be in reversal mode, and that can't be done if we're not preparing for what's coming in 2023.
One other thing I think it's important for us to share, because we talk about 2023 and what's coming down the pike. 22 was an amazing year. We had the Roe versus Wade decision. That's going to put the pro-life, pro-abortion question back into the hands of the states. Knowing that state legislatures, you're going to have an opportunity to see where your directly elected representatives stand on important issues like that. There's been a slew of Supreme Court cases that come down where, state Supreme Courts and others have kind of exceeded their power. We've got Moore versus Harper going down here. We just talked to John Hardister about that. We're hoping the Supreme Court will side with us, because it's not the judiciary's job to be drawing election maps. That power is left up to the legislature. So a lot of important decisions came down. Yeah.
No, I wanted to, on the tail end of this, it was one thing I didn't want to forget to do. I wanted to give a big shout out to Scott and Zenga and congratulate them on the newbie coming, right? The new edition. So that's a big thing in 2022 for family and friends of the show. Shout out to Scott and Zenga. Congratulations on that. Also,
since you're doing that,
I knew you was going to do it. Go for it.
I have to do this, folks. There are very few people that you meet in the world that you feel like the minute you meet them, you felt like you've known them in your entire life. And I have to give a big shout out to my girl, Justice Zober. It's no longer Justice Payton. I got to give a big shout out to her and the brother Simon, and congratulations on your wedding. We here at the Urban Conservative love you guys to death. Congratulations on getting married, taking that trip to Israel.
I'm looking for the picture, bro.
I got some pictures.
I got it right here.
But shouts out to Simon and our girl Justice. We really love y'all. We appreciate everything. Justice also serves on our Black Conservative Voices Coalition board. So we really appreciate her. Congratulations on the wedding. I was unfortunately unable to make it there, but I know that it was a great wedding. People felt the love emanating. So big shouts out to Simon and Justice. We all love them both, and we really appreciate them. That was a wonderful highlight to 2022. One other thing, I do got to give a big shout out to Valerie Johnson, the former vice president of the Frederick Douglass Foundation. We had an opportunity to honor her with the Frederick Douglass Foundation Award at our banquet, earlier this year, our Patriots reception. So yes, shouts out to our girl Justice. We really appreciate you, girl. And I'll be actually talking to her on Monday. So really appreciate all of her work and everything she does to support the young Republicans. Shouts out to the homeboy Jacob Abel. We really appreciate him and all the YR's work. So yeah. Oh, Shamika Michelle in the building. Big up to Shamika Michelle. Got to show her some love. It's been, her platform is amazing. We got to get her back on the show, bro. Yeah, we definitely got to get her back on the show.
I was trying to find some of these pictures that we uploaded from So, oh yeah, this is a great one. This is always a good one. This is a good one, you know.
Oh yeah, big up to Ted Bud. Shouts out to Chase Gaines and everybody. Like we said, it's been an amazing 2022. We are looking forward to what 2023 will bring down the pike. If you haven't done so already, please give us a like, give us a follow, give us a share. That all means the world. If you want to support what we do here financially, you can become an underwriter or a sponsor by visiting us at tuconservative.com. If you want to throw us a couple of bucks for the love, we accept Cash App at $TU Conservative, and we definitely give a shout out to everybody that supports us on Cash App. Oh man, super highlight of my year. Again, Lieutenant Governor Robinson, Ted Bud at the Juneteenth event there. A big up to Freedom House Church and all of their work and their support. Salt and Light was a great opportunity. Big up to Jason Williams and Jim Quick and the whole team.
To mention that, I'm glad you didn't forget to mention that because that was a great look.
Well, let me say this. We are going to be at Salt and Light in 2023, so stay tuned for a major announcement in regards to the Salt and Light. That's my homegirls, Sarah Reedy Jones and the chairwoman of the RNC, Ronna McDaniels, and just all around good year for us, man. I was at training we did up there in DC. So again, folks, you have been watching
Robinson picture, but I couldn't find it. So
that's all right. Don't worry about it. It's okay. One other thing, just because we're about to head out, it's we y'all had us for an hour. One of the things we need you all to do is continue to support your small and local businesses. Support small local businesses, especially if you know they're a conservative business, especially your local restaurants and stuff like that. Please continue to support them. We lost a lot of good businesses, had to shut down because of COVID and all that kind of thing. So support your local company, support your local business. If you're not involved with your local GOP, please get involved with your local GOP. I heard so many people say, I'm not getting involved because of what this one did or because of that one did, because he voted like that, I'm not going to get involved with the Republican Party. Well, listen, what you're going to find is that people aren't going to do what you want them to do all the time. But that goes to show how many people have actually played on a team before. You know what I'm saying, bro?
So I actually had somebody say that to me the other day, like, oh, I'm a Republican, but I'm thinking about switching parties. And I said, well, do you mind me asking why? And they proceeded to tell me national reasons. And I was like, okay. I mean, you can't tell people what to do. To me, it seems like when we ask the question, I mean, sure, we say it all the time that the independent voter is probably the stronger position because of the flexibility, yada, yada, yada. But if you want to be part of a team, let's say, and like you said, if you've never played on a team, this is a team game, but the rules are slightly different. And the rules are this: local first.
Correct.
Hyper local first.
Right.
Worry about your local school boards, your local county commissioners, your local DAs, your local city council. Yo,
bro. When I announced that I was running for chairman of my county party, people were like, "Why in the world would you want to get involved in local politics? It is the dirtiest. It is the most difficult." And folks, but it is also the most important. That is where the rubber meets the road when you start talking about your school board, your county commission, your local and your state reps, your direct representation. So it is full of challenges, but it is equally filled with opportunities, and we relish in the opportunity to be a part of it. So again, we want to thank every single one of y'all that have watched the content, shared the content, hit us up, told us how important the show is. We're going to keep being here every single Monday night at 8 p.m. You're not going to want to miss the first show of the year, because this year, the first show of the year, we're going to kind of revert back to some educational stuff. We're going to be talking about, is there an agenda against Black people? And if so, who's doing it? We're going to talk about that on Monday night right here on the Urban Conservative. So make sure you're there with us. And then every single Monday through Friday at 8 a.m., top of the morning. So
yes, sir. So listen,
please be safe out there tonight.
Yep.
If you don't have
to eat driving, no drinking driving.
Here's what my thing is, right? I know we're getting ready to go, but here's what my thing is. Why in the hell, in a time where you have one of these and you could just literally hit a button?
I wish you had the cartoon loaded.
Hold on, bro. I'm loading it right now, son. I'm loading it right now.
We're gonna end on this cartoon note.
I'm loading it right now.
You know, and listen, folks. Again, please be careful tonight. It's freezing out there. I'm over the whole ball drop thing. I've been over that for like a decade, like going to Manhattan to stand outside. Hold on, pull him out. I've been opposed to that for years of heading into the city to go stand there, look up at a ball, watch it drop. And now we're done.
You know what my number one problem, why all the years I lived in New York, I never went to Times Square for the ball drop. Do you know why I never went? Take a wild guess. Well, you know me. Why I never went? Why?
I don't know.
I'm on an island with entirely too many people. Like, if anything happens, there's no getting off Manhattan, bro. There's no it. Think about the idea of being stuck on something that shape with way too many people. Yo, think about the stampede of what happens in. No, I'm opting out. You said we're gonna end the year with the cartoon. Y'all check this out before we
Reggie, not a dumbass. First name Reggie, last name not a dumbass. Hey there, this is Reggie, not a dumbass. First name Reggie, last name not a dumbass. And just wanted to try to share with you 3 tips on how not to get your ass whooped by the police. First thing to do is, if you're driving a car, make sure you have your license, insurance, and registration. It's never a good idea to drive a vehicle without a license, insurance, or registration. And I don't mean a license, insurance, or registration from a fictitious sovereign citizen so-called government. Second thing to do is treat the police officer with respect, and he will do the same to you. Understand he's not there to be your friend. He is a public servant, but he does want to make it home to his or her family, so treat them with respect, and that stop will go better, and you won't get your ass kicked. Third thing to do is don't do no stupid shit. That's right. When your friends have an idea to do some stupid shit, like drink and drive, or smoke weed and drive, or go see some chicks at the club, get completely wasted, and then try to drive to the hotel, especially in the modern times where there's a thing called Uber. Yeah, that's stupid shit. Don't do that, okay? And you won't get your ass kicked by the cops. Yeah, have a good one.
Thank you, Reggie. We appreciate you, Reggie. All right. I don't know, but your mic's muted.
Oh, that's our good friend, Reggie, not a dumbass. We really appreciate each and every one of y'all. For my twin brother, Raheem Soto, and all of our partners, our underwriters, we want to thank each and every one of y'all for an amazing 2022. We look forward to seeing what 2023 brings for us. Our heartfelt condolences to the family of those we lost in 2022. We lost some good Republican folks. We lost some good people. We most recently lost in my county. Shouts out to Ellen and them. We lost our good friend, our former treasurer and great Republican, Frank Resch. He just passed away 2 days ago. So to everyone that lost someone in 2022, our heart goes out for you. But we are looking forward to an amazing 2023. Big up to all of our partners and our friends. Y'all be safe out there tonight on New Year's Eve. We'll see you back here bright and early Monday morning for Top of the Morning here on the Urban Conservative. That's New Year's for us. Have a happy New Year, y'all. Peace and love.
Millennium TV, bridging communities worldwide. We broadcast diverse international content from Europe, Asia, Africa, and now right here in the USA. Watch us via Roku on your smart TV. Submit your own content to 1530entertainmentllc@gmail.com. Download the Millennium TV app from the App Store to stream our shows anywhere, anytime. Millennium TV.